I'm going to give a little plug here for a website. I don't usually do this, but I found this to be a very enjoyable site, and I hope that my listeners can visit it and enjoy it as I have. It's called the Liberal Oasis. It's a great site covering more topics than I could fit in 10 shows, and giving left lovers leftovers. I can't read my own writing. Woo! Let's try that again. More topics that I could fit in 10 shows, and giving left lovers access to several radio shows, liberal humor, and some great blogs. Enjoy. Blue Cow rocks, by the way, on that website. Yeah, I should have a bloopers reel. I screw up more often than you think. This one I'm not going to cover up. So enjoy that blooper live. I mean, at this point, we are losing our respect for journalists at a rapid pace here. Brian Williams making up war stories, Bill O'Reilly making up war stories. It kind of lends you to believe that there's more desire for entertainment value in news now than there is actually giving the news. And this is the opinionated news not only on Fox but on other channels that I would consider to be positive liberal channels like NBC and MSNBC. CNN standing, I think, on the fence of being a Fox affiliate as far as their platform. A news channel, by the way, shouldn't have a platform. It should allow both viewpoints to be expressed, and whenever reporting the news, should do it in an unjudgmental, bipartisan way. This is not happening, and this is why things like net neutrality, you watch it on Fox News, you're going to get one side only of the story. They're going to tell you what they believe. If you watch it on MSNBC and NBC, they're going to tell you what they believe. The Republicans are against net neutrality, so Fox News is against net neutrality, and therefore MSNBC and NBC are for net neutrality and other subjects as well. Basically, the platform of the parties you can scroll out on a daily basis on these two channels, MSNBC and Fox. Fox is going to be pro-life, MSNBC is going to be pro-choice. Fox is going to be wanting us to take care of things aggressively and maybe even going as far as going to war with ISIS. MSNBC is going to remind us of the mistakes that were made in Iraq, and that war is not the solution. Even crimes of the cop, the shooting of Mr. James, that was handled differently by both sides of the coin. Gun control being what the Democrats believe, so MSNBC will always be pro-gun control, and gun rights on the other side of the ledger with Fox News. Everyone should have a gun. Their argument, if everybody had a gun, this would not have happened. Not quite true. If everybody has a gun, it can happen more often, actually, because, well, we've seen some people, if they're just one gun shy of doing something horrible, but because they don't have that available to them, they are left to just yell obscenities at you, or maybe at worst, take a haymaker at your face. So as far as gun control on the side of Fox News, gun rights on the side of Fox News, I would have to say that I don't agree with that. My platform is pro-choice. I think I'm not a woman. I don't know what giving birth and the responsibility that involve that as deeply as they do. I have the other side of the coin. I was the father. I just took care of business, worked hard. The father just works hard and tries to teach his kids good lessons and keep them in line. While a mom has a much deeper connection, and it's a long term, it's life term. It's always there for her. So it should be her choice. I think as far as pro-choice, pro-life, we should take men's vote out of the equation completely and just let all the women decide on that one. No guy should have a voice in that one. And we know damn well that Fox News, whenever it has a pro-choice argument, somehow they get some guy in there who's an expert on this. This guy, he's never had a kid, never gave birth, and yet he's the expert to tell you why pro-choice is wrong. Okay, and that's just my basic rant over the differences between Fox and MSNBC. I watch them both, because that's what I feel is important, to have both viewpoints. There's some things Fox says that I can agree with. There's some things that MSNBC says that I can't agree with. I feel for the people who only watch Fox News. I feel for the people who only watch MSNBC. I implore you to watch both sides of the equation. It really gives you the information somehow through all the entertainment that's been. Somehow, by doing that, you actually get some idea of what the pros and cons are. Well, hello, welcome to my first interview under the Patriots Watchtower radio program. I've been quite fortunate today to have actually acquired an interview with a very quasi-celebrity. I'm sure you've seen him in Walking Dead. He's Zombie 3. Mr. Zombie, may I ask you to introduce yourself? Oh, thank you, sir, for that nice introduction. I do have many questions for you, of course, but being a political program here, I hope you don't mind if we dwell away from your program just a bit and ask you, have you had any trouble acquiring any other jobs since being killed off the series? Ring. I see. So I'm certain the fast food industry might be a no for you. Perhaps the customer service industry. Have you attempted to work for the Verizon industry? I hear they're hiring people who can't talk intelligibly. Range. Okay, I'll take that as a no. Can I ask you your political affiliation? I'm interested. Are you a liberal or are you a conservative? Well, considering your fascination with brains, I'm going to say you're a liberal. I appreciate that, sir. You're on the right program here. Just one last question, and I'm sure this will hopefully not insult you, but it's a very important question. Our viewers, I'm sure at home, would like to know the answer to. Do you eventually take over the world? Carry on. Blaine, no. I see. I didn't realize you were related to Mr. Christie. My apologies. Again, this has been the Patriots Watchtower interview with a zombie from Walking Dead. Thank you very much.
I've already moved on. I don't care what his name is. Girl, it is what it is. I won't waste a dime or the bartender's time trying to catch a buzz over the thought of us. But I'll drink to a country song, to another long work week gone, and I'll raise my glass to a long-lost buddy I ain't seen. I might stay for one more round, or I might close this place down. But don't think for a second I'm out to drown your memory. Baby, you ain't worth the whiskey. It don't matter what your friends say, they never liked me anyway. So if they see me drunk in this bar, it ain't over a broken heart. 'Cause I'm drinking to a country song, to another long work week gone, and I'm raising my glass to a long lost buddy I second I'm out to drown your memory. Baby, you ain't worth the whiskey. Cheers to a good country song, to another long work week gone. And yeah, I'm raising my glass to those saving our ass overseas. I might stay for one more round, hell, I might close this place down. But don't think for a second I'm out to drown your memory. No, don't think for 1 second I'm out to drown your memory. Girl, you ain't worth the whiskey. No. Baby, you ain't worth the whiskey.
Well, I'm also quite fortunate today to have attained yet another great interview. And this one I'm really, really, really proud of. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd love to offer to you right now the one, the only, Johnny Depp. Johnny, say a few words. Go ahead. Say something. Johnny Depp. Ladies and gentlemen, Johnny Depp. Go ahead, Johnny. Say a few words. Johnny, what are you doing? Johnny. No, sit back down, Johnny, I swear. Come on. I won't mention Pirates of the Caribbean. Christ. Johnny, come back.
So yet again, net neutrality has taken a hit from the good old FCC. Those whom are for regulating the internet, be aware that such action would, but A, block your tweets, should they be harshly centered on companies such as Comcast, AT&T, or Verizon. B, they would block peer-to-peer technologies, what this means it would include patches for games like World of Warcraft and software, open software like Linux. C, they could block daily cause, talking points, memos, or even block blogs from foxnews.com, maybe because they have a deal with MSNBC or NBC. I know me not supporting a situation that would hurt Fox News sounds strange, but the opposite could also be true. If Comcast had a deal with Fox News, they could block blogs from NBC and MSNBC, so it works both ways. And Comcast, AT&T, and Verizon, the big three here, require the ability to monitor everything you do and sell it to advertisers with the aid of shady spyware. So we all don't like spyware, I know that much is true. By keeping the internet deregulated,